It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Go out. Check the backer. Check 15. Check 15. Look at me. Go on. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. It's fresh. 4. Express. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Tight end right. You're mine. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3
Go.
52 is the mic right here over there, right?
From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Nope, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
In your face.
Looking to throw. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 79 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We're good. You want it, 93. Express. 52. Block 52.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Easy. Kill. Hey, Haywood. Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check. Check. Express. Check.
From the gun, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
694. Hey, Foxtrot. Come on, D. Mike 52, Mike 52.
From midfield, here's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
29. Hey, exit.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 2-3, 218, jump. Hey, high 7. Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 5. It's Williams on the catch. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Get it ready! 18 Gator.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, his throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Bravo!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Watch this play.
Throwing again on second down. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Down. Blue 80. 52. 618. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
6 guys. 1, later 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
56, right there, right there.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Get in the right room. 50. Later 9. Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun. Carr, he's got his man. It's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Team 6. Team 6. Hey.
2nd and 2. And the Raiders have got him. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
60 Pittsburgh. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Here we go, again. 50's the mic. Watch the flag.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the flag. Motion. Pop.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Los Angeles.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. We go. Here we go. 50, 50.
Hey, two.
The final shot before break. Herbert, he's got Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
On the set. Hey, Haywood. Right.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Ready.
The final shot before break. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
You're mine.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Kill. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 down.
5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Exit.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready, set.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Fair. Hey, high 7.
They run again with Jackson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Five.
Carr now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Again, it's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Nick Vigil just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
At the 17-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
General West. Express.
Staying open.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Throwing again. Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down. Herbert. That's to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he checks this one down to Williams. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
From the gun, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
And goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bring it. Bring it.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get him 1 closer. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Don't be scared of it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm here all day. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, Echo.
52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing now is Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 52 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down. Herbert, Allen's got it, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Tackles. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
10-2 stuff. Any weapons? Now. Hey, box truck. Secret.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Allen, the intended receiver.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Today's final score.
But Charles,